All attendees in listen-only mode. Okay, perfect. This is Dave Donaldson here. I'll be guiding us through today's session, and today's gonna be a little bit more open and not as specific about what we're doing, because we have this little event coming up this weekend called Family Reunion. So I hope everybody on the call has the ability to join us, and if not, there will be televised events from Family Reunion that you guys will be able to watch, and those are on command live. So if you're on Connect and you go to resources and you go to Connect Live, okay, you will see boom, boom, boom right across the top, right? Main stage, amphitheater. So the state of the company, the vision speech, and different components of the weekend will be broadcasted right through here. So you can have a watch event, you can catch it while you're at home or having coffee or tea, but this is right there for you guys. So just wanted you to know where you can access that information. A couple of the other things that will be happening, there's been lots of buzz. Obviously, Family Reunion, we always have things that drop and things that come out to us, and we've kind of continued to see improvements through command as things are happening in real time, as we can get some of the major announcements coming our way. I want to talk a little bit about probably one of the biggest things that I do think that will probably hit us this weekend or in some sort of controlled rollout fashion, is the new mobile application that will be coming down for us. I had put on the Facebook group, and I hope you guys are all belong to the Facebook group for the region that we have. So it's the West Virginia Tech Community, 338 members. I'd like to see that to continue to grow. We've got 4,000 of us in the region, so I'd like to see that continue to grow. But in here, I put out a post last week about how to, here we go, the script of how we should be talking to people and getting them to download our mobile app. So this is here for you guys to go ahead and utilize, custom create it, make it for yourself. I'd like to see you guys getting that out there now. We had our awards banquet this week, and we had an agent that had 350 downloads, with another agent that had 280 downloads. But then after that, it kind of fell off a cliff, right? Like there was, the next one I think was like 91. So we really want to see you guys kind of get ahead of the curve on this and get this in front of your consumers, because what's going to happen with the new mobile app when that hits is it's going to update on top of the current download that's already out there. So I highly encourage you guys to get it out there, have your clients use it. And there's nothing cooler than having a tool out there so they can see, which works pretty good, right? It's not perfect, it's not the best out there, but then they're going to get a launch right on top of it, which allows you to have a conversation around, here's what we have, which was working, right? You could see things, you could get things in real time, the consumers are getting the data they're looking for. Then we drop a new app on top of that, but it's going to completely ratify and change the user experience for them. And I think you could have some really great conversations around the value that you're adding to your clients by not waiting for the new platform, but utilizing the one that's out there, which works well, to what it's going to be. I think you can really create some exciting buzz around that. So I hope you take advantage of that and get that out there this week, get your downloads increased, and then maximize the exposure when the new app does end up in your hands. There's a couple of things, there's some videos going around, and I thought what better time than to kind of talk about it now, of making sure that you're also prepared for your app, right? So you should have your website set up. They don't go hand in hand, however, they will work together as far as feeding things back to your database, right? So your website and your marketing materials should be in place. We've hammered this across multiple times, right? So under your profile settings, right? I came to settings, not this profile, because that's your agent to agent profile. Remember, this is agent to agent. Your connect settings here, you're going to have your marketing profile. This button needs to be activated, so that pushes across, and all this material should be updated. I do recommend you walking through the marketing profile Kelly guide, but you're going to want all this material filled in, because that's going to push through to the app. Okay, so you do want to make sure that is there. You're also going to want to make sure that you have your app, okay, your app link tattooed to all your marketing materials and to your website, so that when people click on those things, that they can download it. Now the question is, hey, where do I get that if I don't know how? So one, you can get it from your mobile app, which I don't have plugged into the desktop right now, but I'm going to show you to where you can get it from in your MyKW. So if you go to your mykw.kw.com, I did a video on this before, but I'm going to show you again. Oop. Go to home, okay? Agent website admin. Come down to 4.0, 4.5, and you see it right here. Now, if yours says none, make sure you select your market center, okay? But this is your KW mobile app right here. Now, when you add it to the command website, you're going to need to update it from HTTP to write HTTPS. That's the one change that you have to make, but it'll function just the same. So everybody's is the same. This is all static for everybody else, all the way up to the KW. It's these last couple of sequences of digits that is your unique identifier for you as the agent. So that is definitely something that you want to have on all of your platforms, okay? We come back to command here. All right, I come back out to the command homepage, right? Setting up your website. If you haven't done that, please watch the video of how to do that. And if you come back to the web page for the region, you can come here, click on the link that has the landing page for all of our recent training classes, including today's will be uploaded, right? And you can start all at the beginning, but here's one on IDX websites. So this is available for you guys to step by step and walk through how to set up your website. All right. So getting the information out there, making sure your marketing materials are in place, making sure your website's set up, right? That will increase the user's experience so that they don't come to a blank page. Oh, I'm triggering all kinds of things going on here. When they get to their websites, right? You want to have your imagery in place. You want to have your links in place. I think you're going to be quite impressed with some of the things that start to come down. Let's talk about a couple of updates that have kind of already started to work their way into our consciousness. And the first thing you will see is right here on your homepage is the ability to customize your homepage experience. And this is live for everybody right now. So you can go in and you can turn on or off the widgets that you want to see on your homepage. You're going to see a link here for leads. The leads widget is not active at this point, but you can kind of get the idea of, hey, you know what, this is what's coming online. We've got smaller widgets down the side, the larger ones up front. So I actually turn on goal and actual, that will be there, right? So I can change the order of things of how they show up on my home screen. So if I say, hey, you know what, I want database health score at the top. I want goals and actuals to be second, or maybe I want that to be first. I want leads to be at the top, and you'll see that it'll be a blank space at this point. But if I hit apply, shuffles the deck, automatically see what's going on my home screen. This is where leads will go. So if you had leads active and running campaigns for Facebook or whatnot, they'll kick in right into the homepage. So that's something that we're starting to see in development. New designs right here. Here's feature designs that are coming on. Other agents showcasing designs, right? You can go right into designs in here. Now, what you can't do, I can't drag and drop to manipulate here. I've got to go into the custom home screen. You know, who knows? That's I would like it if I could just drag and maneuver, but I think over time that will change. But right now we got to customize the home screen right there. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and take leads out of there. I take my goals versus actual out of there. I like my tasks at the top. All right. And I also like that product updates at the top. And again, boom, instant change, right? Product updates going on, or what's new, right here. There's things going on. So if you're ever not sure and you're missing the call or missing the updates on the Facebook group, it's a lot of information in here. Email newsletter campaigns, that's new. We haven't trained on that yet. I'm getting up to speed on that, but you can jump right in there and kind of see what that's all about. All right, so if I come back to contacts, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and open up a contact record here. All right, so here in our contacts, and they're not dripping on it, but we're going to see the apps and when that activity, we'll see that here in the bar. We'll see the connections start to come in place. We'll see save searches that they create. Now, if somebody creates a save search on my website, then I'll see that in here as well. And then once they create an account on my website, okay, or on the mobile app, and I'm showing it through the website because it's going to be fairly similar, okay. Let me see, just trying to beta test. All right, so if I go to beta test, I can remember which I had my account for the website set up under. So let me go to beta test, search. Bring that up. I give it a second to refresh. There we go. So you'll see right here, it shows me the properties that my client, in this case me, beta test, was looking at on the website. And I can actually see what's going on. So it's the actual property that they liked and they saved. And I think that is just so cool. So if you guys didn't know that was there, this is the stuff that's continually starting to evolve and coming down the pipeline for us all, right? These are things that in our previous platform, we didn't have access to unless we were paying market leader, $100 a month, right? Go back to that. Sometimes when we click off, depending on your computer settings or the way that command is configured right now, it leaves, right? So we know that we have to kind of go back into things a little bit. Let me bring beta back up here. Right, so there, I see now activity is viewed, I viewed it, so but it looked at, they were viewing it because I was in their account. Right, so everything is updating right here. And then on the right-hand side is their saved searches. Now, beta has not saved the search yet, but if they did, I come back in here, let's go to history. That was the one that they had searched and saved on, but I should also see that under their saved searches. Maybe they're just not getting there yet, but this is what we're going to see. But I could also create a saved search for them. Okay. Just called Lakes of Ashburn. The hardest thing sometimes is memorizing. All right, let's go. Okay. Great. So now I have an account created for them. I created a saved search for them that when everything is fully up and running, let's just refresh this. This will kick out to not just their website, but also out to, there it is, right there, saved searches. Boom. And this will also push through to their mobile app. Like, to me, that level of engagement, tracking, automation, however you want to call it, is absolutely phenomenal. I'm very, very excited about that, right? And if I click on any one of these properties, they can delve down, they can see the information about the particular property, they can like it, they can save it, they can ask to see it, they can, right? So I could say, hey, that's great. They can check out Color Mortgage, they could create another collection if they wanted to, right? Scroll down, they got all of this information is just tracking for them right into the contact records. So anything they do, now I get to have that two-way communication. Boom, created a collection. There it is, right? I'm having that two-way communication for them from the database to their website. And the website is nice, but let's all be real. Like, people are going to be functioning things through the app. So this is where this is going. This is just staggering to me. That this is the type of material we hear about other companies launching their websites this week. And when you really look at what they've launched, it's a corporate website with some landing pages for some agents that don't do a whole lot. we're changing the industry radically here. So you guys can really jump in and really set yourself apart by mastering some of the things that are coming down the pipeline for you. Other couple things I can kind of tweak on for you guys, some of the changes to smart plans. This is really exciting, is that you're going to have the ability now under your smart plans, right? You know that you can go to the library, right? You have your own smart plans, right? I've got a bunch here that I've kind of created. You can go into the smart plans, right? You can edit the smart plans and make them your own. And I'll give you a quick little peek here. You're now going to be able to create your own smart plan. Okay, if I say I want to call this one, let's call this out, event smart plan. Maybe I do an event, I do a movie night. That's what I should call it. I should have called it movie night. So I'm actually going to be able to just go in here and say, I need to create the task. Okay, then I can set a delay. Okay, maybe I need to kick that out a couple of days, 30 days. Like maybe the first task is create the flyer. Then in 30 days, I'm going to send out the flyer, which would be send out the email, right? Then I'm going to have another delay, which is going to follow up with 3 days later with a new action, which is going to be a text message reminder. Okay, SMS. And then maybe the last thing that I'll do is set up a phone call. Boom, I've created a custom smart plan. And in here, I'm going to be able to say, hey, here's the script. Here's what I want to say in that phone call, right? If I put in a couple of texts, right, then I can have a dynamic text, which will allow me to set text 1, text 2, text 3, and then it'll bounce to the next one as reminders. So again, these are things that are coming down, custom events, custom smart plans. And so I want you guys to start thinking about, I'm going to be able to do a lot with this. I had some really high level conversations with some agents on our market center today about, creating notes, calls, and Popeyes, creating specialized smart plans around those types of things. That you'll see this as a trigger ad here. Well, we don't have the trigger yet, but the trigger might be once I move somebody to close, or once somebody gives me a referral, add them to this smart plan. So it's really coming a long way, people. Really coming a long way. Coming up on 20 minutes. I think you can sense the excitement that I have here. I find, when we open this up, you guys can tell me otherwise. Command has been running pretty good lately. I'm going to knock on wood. There's been a lot of updates that have really started to hit in this last week or so, and I have not seen any real downtime, which is pretty awesome for updating and as much interaction as our company and our associates are putting into the platform right now. Something else, you'll see things start to come on. So if I go to opportunities, I'm going to go to opportunities here. You'll start to see little things pop up that aren't quite doing anything yet, but they're coming, right? So if I have opportunities, well, there's now this discussions button around opportunities. Well, what does that mean? Well, we're going to be able to start having communications around the opportunities, either with people on our team or people in the market center, our clients, right? We'll just be able to chat around things that are going on. That's all going to be tied to the opportunity itself. Anyways, I thought you guys would enjoy a little quick sneak peek. For those of you that joined the call today, you deserve something special for the 19 of us that are on the call. But we're here at 20 minutes. I kind of covered what I want to, which was build the excitement of family reunion, give you a teaser of some things that are going to be dropping, right? Kind of talk about getting prepared and make sure that your marketing material is in place for that mobile app that starts to come down. And at this point, why don't we just go ahead and see what questions are out there? I don't mind opening up the mic. There's only 19 of you. Let's see, I have one question in the queue. Let's take a look. 2 questions. Can you post the name of the Facebook group again? Absolutely. So if I come right back here, you'll see it right here at the top, Facebook groups, kw.va.wva.tech, or you can search it by KW Virginia /WVA Region Tech Community. It'll ask you to just say what market center you're in and who's your team leader, and then we can get, it'll quickly approve you for that. Hi, awesome, great. A chance from the saved searches, will we get notifications as new listings hit that saved search? I don't know yet. I don't know what kind of alerts like, hey, this new search matches your client's criteria. I do imagine that there'll be some notifications plugged in to the mobile app because they're talking about DNA and how the relevancy of how things match up. Not sure what the alert process is going to look like on our end yet. I just haven't seen it, but I do imagine that that will be a part of it. Ooh, lost my question bar. Who else has questions? I imagine some of you got to have something. Let me hear your excitement. Let me hear your ahas. Share some stuff with me. Heck, open up the mics. Go ahead.
All mics are unmuted, David.
Awesome. Let's have a chat. Tell me what you guys are thinking.
So this is Michelle. I was the one who posted the question. So awesome that we can share those searches with clients right now in a buyer world. They're searching on Zillow. Got one of them. The husband does use our app, but having to send a listing at a time or out of Bright, just painful. So awesome that we'd be able to share it.
Yeah, right. So the trigger there is twofold, right? At this point, now this is that was directly to the website, so they do have to create a website account for you to save a search and send it to them.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure your website is up and running, and then they create it. But once they've created that two-way communication, boom, you're just kicking stuff out to them.
Yes. So the frosting on the cake would be that I don't have to check it 3 times a day. That if something meets that criteria, it sends us an alert. Would be frosting.
It's exciting, right? I mean, this is cool stuff.
Anybody who's been trying to work with a buyer right now should be feeling my pain.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been crazy. Like you hear different things, but we've been at an all-time low. It seems like for Northern Virginia for listings since I've been here. It feels like I've been here 7 years now. It's staggering what's going on out there. So being able to get that information and be first with that information, Michelle, no, tell me how many people, or you share, are you using the mobile app now?
Okay, so when you said I don't know how many people have downloaded it, but I use a short link, a bit.ly link, and I use it every time I do open houses and stuff. And it's been hit about 280 times. What I don't know is, did they actually download it, and how, they haven't created an account, so I can't watch them.
So there's two things. So if you search on my, so on KW Connect, if you are following me on KW Connect, if I can pull up my profile here real quick, minimize this. Let's get this out of the way. This wasn't working as well the other day as I had hoped. All right. For some reason, when I can upload things, but when I go to my profile, I'm not seeing my videos. So I don't know what's going on with that there. Let's just search. I forget what I called it. Smarter Agent. Did a video on the old Smarter Agent platform. And where, if I can find it, for some reason, I've shared it a couple of times. I'll have to dig it up and see if I thought I put it on the group. And I'll have to find it. But I did a video of how to access the back end of the current mobile app, and you can see your activity without having to go through WolfNet, which is not there anymore. But you can see the phone numbers and the interaction of what they're doing. You won't be able to see all the properties that they're in, but you can see some of their activity. And then you can also go to my KW and under reports, see if this is still functioning, and you can see how many downloads you actually have. And that's how we determined that at the market center, because you can do an agent by agent search and see how many downloads agents in your market center have had.
Let me get there. Where's the reports? I'm on my KW.
My KW, under your name, there's a report button.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I forget which. Associates. One of them does tell me website downloads. So remember exactly where it is. Anyways, you got to get the point where you can go in there and check all that out.
Okay, great.
All right. How about anybody else? What else are you guys feeling out there? Tell me some ahas. No? Okay. Anyways, I hope to see as many of you as possible at Family Reunion. I don't know who all's planning on attending, but it's a great event. I'll be posting information as things get released. Again, I touched on some of the things, but the vision speech and the state of the company will have a lot of more updates coming along, I'm sure. And as I walk around the showroom floor and engage with the different partners and with the tech team, I'll be able to get some more insights to things that are coming along. But we're coming up on 11:30, and I'm respectful of your time. So unless there's nothing else that I can address for you all, this will be it. I don't know if I'm going to do a call next week. So we'll see where we're at coming back from Family Reunion. I may put it off a week, but I will put out a notice as to whether or not we're actually going to have a call next week. So does that work for everybody? Going once, going twice. For anybody else that has any questions or comments they'd like to share?
A quick question for you. This is Malcolm Willis.
Hey.
Hey, trying to join the Facebook group. I don't see my market center listed. What am I missing?
You just put your name in, and I think it just asks you for your market center number, right? Click join, it asks you 2 questions.
Yeah, it has 2 questions. It just doesn't. I don't have my market center to choose, which is Reston.
You just type it in. It's not a drop down.
Maybe I'll put it where the team leader thing is, because I don't even have an option to type it in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Not a problem.
All right.
Any other last questions? All right, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you all soon.
Thanks, David.